Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Thanks very much, everybody, for joining me once again. Here for a second day of Lord's review. Yes, it's been another tough day for Pakistan, and they're under the pump once again after that 3-day defeat at Headingley. England dominating the series so far. Each day has been dominated by England. Delighted to be joined for this review by former Pakistan batsman Faisal Iqbal. Faisal, hope you're well.
Assalamu alaikum, Saj bhai, and salam to all your viewers.
Faisal bhai, I think what Pakistan wanted today was to pick up that last wicket early, but unfortunately, once again, they've failed to wrap up the tail. I think it's becoming a bad habit, this, isn't it?
Yeah, now what can we say? You know, what we were saying from last so many years, you know, in discussing in your shows and with everywhere all around, we were just highlighting the same thing. Now the people can see the reality, what we were saying. You know, people were thinking we were just doing an unfair analysis, or we were just targeting some individuals. We were not. We were actually trying to find a way to fix Pakistan cricket, because that's how we have played cricket. And we can see what's happening in the dressing room, outside the dressing room, the management changing, the captain changing. I personally, if I talk about myself, I knew what was coming. And today, it's just there right in front of us. It's very disappointing, demeaning. You can hear from all the legends of the cricket world who are commentating there, all the English former cricketers. You can hear them. They're critically saying that, you know, it's dead. Pakistan cricket is dead. They gave us a leverage before this test match start, which was a bit surprise to me. But I think inside in their heart they knew it, that this was going to come up. So you can read all the statements from Nasir Hussain and all the former legends.
England made 290, probably a few runs more than Pakistan had expected or hoped the opposition to get. What should have been Pakistan's plan? To bat out the day and see where they are, or try and attack the opposition? What should have been their plan in terms of batting today?
I think while looking at the team's current situation, we don't know what batting plan even they have in their mind, because the way they are playing, especially in the batting department, it doesn't look anything that there's any batting plan. So whatever they're doing, I think they're probably going to just go for the survival. The main batters are gone. Imam has been the most disappointing. You know, this is something PCB should watch now, that, you know, if you have got players like them, there has to be, I've been constantly writing about the medical panel. The reason I'm writing about the medical panel is that is where the problem starts. All the injuries of the previous players, the fast bowlers, I'm constantly highlighting it, the medical panel. They've changed the medical panel, they've changed the person, but still the problem remains the same. So it means they're not doing the job properly. There's something in the management. They're not, not putting up their feet down to make a decision to drop someone, or to make sure that, you know, they're not playing up to their potential. Somebody has to reprimand. You remember my word, reprimand. You know, I've many times highlighted that in your interview with you. There is nobody taking reprimand of anyone, and the body language is clearly indicating that they're just on their own. They're playing match to match, they're playing day to day, they're waiting for miracles to happen. Nothing will happen like this if they think that they're just going to do the same thing all around. So it's looking very bad. I don't think so they'll be run on the board. They have given too many runs, unfortunately. They should have got them out around 150 or something, 160 maximum. I think the bowling partnership was not there, supporting Abbas from the other end. But I think in the second innings, the boys are looking a bit charged up, especially the other two bowlers, so Ali and Khurram. So let's see how they take on the second innings. But I think batting has been very disappointing, unfortunately.
Talking about Imam, were you surprised that he didn't come out to bat, considering it was a calf injury? Look, we don't know how badly injured he is. He might be really struggling, but were you surprised?
I'm not surprised, because I know he's been with me in the Balochistan team for 2 years. I know him inside and out. There are reports, evidence with the PCB management at that time, what he was doing in the dressing room, why he was not going to bat, why he was coming out from the field, why this fake injury, why he was abusing the management, the medical panel. There is a lot he has done. I've seen all that, and I think that was one of the reasons we were just trying to make sure that these boys, who come and play domestic, don't act there as an actors. They just come here. That they are the ones who are destroying Pakistan cricket. And unfortunately, all the coaches who are, most of them are doing their job in domestic cricket is just doing the job. They don't have the guts to even say anything to them. They don't have the guts to, they just, unfortunately, it's a pity that these guys are just doing job. But I actually took the step because in my mind and heart, I always wanted Pakistan cricket to get better. And whenever I get an opportunity, I will try my best. So that is why I was pushing these boys, that the domestic gap, which we always talk about, should be filled up by these senior players. And unfortunately, these guys, Imam and all these lot, when they were playing, they were not doing the same thing, not following domestic cricket, not treating domestic cricket properly, and doing all these dramas in domestic cricket. Then they got the support from the captain, their friend, and everybody else at the back end. So you can see the results right in there. Nobody reprimanding them. I was surprised. Why didn't Sarfaraz make sure that he goes in? I think there's a question mark on Sarfaraz as well right now, that if he is not capable to handle these players who they played with, then I think something seriously needs to be think about for the future of Pakistan cricket.
So two players that have been really disappointing in this series so far, and expectations were high from them, are Saud, Shakeel and Shan, Masood. Where do you see their futures and why have they struggled so much so far?
I think if you look at them, I think there are a couple of more names as well. Rizwan was a big question mark before this series. Saud Shakeel was not part of this squad, if you remember the team that was announced. He came and joined in place of injured players. So I think if you look at the mindset, it looked like that they don't have anyone at the back end. They're just roaming around with the same lot of players. And if you look right now with all the players, even the two names you took, I think all of them are struggling. All of them, top six batters are struggling. The batting order they have created and they made in this match is absolutely nonsense. It doesn't make sense to anyone, any cricketer, any former cricketer, because when you play too many openers, then where will the middle order comes? And that is where Pakistan cricket is struggling. There is no middle order. We are struggling in middle order. We are making sure the openers are playing in the middle order. So this is what we're doing. White ball cricket. Fakhar Zaman, prime example. The guy moved from top order to batting at number 4. So what are we doing? When we're gonna develop the middle orders? Misbah-ul-Haq is there in academy from so many years as a middle order batter. Why not anybody asking him what the hell he's doing with the batters right now? These 30 days camp, 40 days camp before every big tour is happening. Is there any check and balance after that? No. A big no. Who's going to ask them the question? No one, because all of them are friends and, got these jobs on connections and all that. So we're not going to go anywhere. We can say as much as we can in these interviews and programs and podcasts. But as long as nobody will take, stance, reprimand, nothing will going to happen. If Misbah stays there, it's a slap on Pakistan middle order batters. Then they're not improving.
Babar Azam came back after injury, and it was a strange innings from him. He seemed to be unsettled and in a bit of a rush, Faisal. What did you make of his innings, and is the pressure getting to him?
Zero confidence. There's zero confidence. We can see, everyone can see through. You can see the body language. You can see it there. It wasn't a big injury. We know all the former cricketers inside in their heart, they knew what he did. These minor injuries, you carry and you play on. So if he's gonna do these things, when the captain do these things, then the team follows. And you have a prime example of Babar's finger injury ending up to Imam's calf injury. So everything is right in front of everyone to understand. When you don't have a strong captain, strong management in the dressing room who tell them to go out and play, and even by them own self, it all comes to your own self, your own credibility, your own confidence, your own self. So if Babar from leading from the front is going like this in a body language like this, then you have the team results right in front of you, crystal clear to understand what's happening.
It's been 2 days of doom and gloom, but I suppose one of the bright spots is Azan Awais, who I've heard a lot about the coaches say that he's got a good attitude and he's a good batter, and he showed that today. I mean, he wasn't the most fluent of innings, but he hung in there and he showed some guts, didn't he?
Absolutely. Amazing display of test batting by the young boy. I was so impressed to see the way he was facing Archer, especially with the new ball. All the bowlers, because all the English bowlers stayed in 90 mile per hour. So you have to keep that in mind that all of them were right on top of the youngster. Don't forget about the fielders because there's a lot of chirping going around as well. So from a youngster point of view, I think that was sheer determination shown by someone who was in the news of getting dropped even without playing in this game. So it's a message to all cricket PCB officials or who are running it that bring the youngsters, bring the young blood in, get rid of Rizwans, get rid of all these players who are not performing, Imam, Saud, Babar, whoever you are, don't get scared. Azan Awais have clearly given you a message that, even you play with 10 youngsters, you can win. I can give you just, if you got a second, I can just remind you one thing. Four of us guys got debuts in New Zealand. Myself, Imran Farad, Mohammad Sami, and Misbah in New Zealand. Portable pitch. No seniors were playing. We won the test match in 4 days. Nobody was expecting us to win, but outstanding performance from us, three youngsters in that game. So they have to look at our past also. Watch others also, how the youngsters in our time have performed. So it shows that the youngsters have got confidence. They just need to be there, but unfortunately they don't have the seniors around them to support from the other end. He would have definitely scored big runs today the way he was batting on the Lord's pitch.
And Faisal, second time around, the Pakistani bowlers seem to bowl a better length, but still too many easy runs for the opposition batters. And this has been happening throughout the series where they'll bowl a few good deliveries, but then they'll give that four ball, that easy half volley or short and wide delivery that the England batters can put away.
I think I saw that mostly from Khurram Shahzad and Ali. Abbas was fine, but in the previous Test match, Abbas was also off the line when the English batters got away from him, and they put runs on the scoreboard. I think they were sloppy all around. I think Umar Gul in the dressing room has a massive experience in bowling in all these conditions. It is a huge job on his shoulder that how he can take the Pakistan bowling department forward in red ball cricket. So I'm not sure what the bowling plans were like, but we can only assume and we can only see how they are delivering on the game at that point. Uh, I think in the second inning, they have bowled a little bit better, Khurram Shahzad and Ali. And the first inning, Abbas was absolutely amazing. But still, as an overall team, I think the partnership was not there from the bowling department. It was just one bowler putting pressure, and they were not getting wickets from the other end, and that is where England took that advantage and put 280 runs on the board. I think Pakistan lost it from that point of view.
And finally, 261 lead for England with plenty of wickets in hand. This game is gone, isn't it?
By looking at our history, this has gone too early. I think the people say you cannot write off Pakistan team. Pakistan team can do anything, unpredictable, all that. But I think there is a thing called a reality check, and I think the reality check is right in front of us. So I have got, unfortunately, sorry to say, no hopes of winning us this game. I think there will be another bad lose also in this test match, and I think it should go all on to the senior players. Poor wicket keeping by Rizwan, poor batting by all the seniors, poor team display. Overall, I think after a good start. So I think as a team, they're just all around the ground right now. The mistakes Rizwan made in wicket keeping is absolutely unbelievable. I was watching Dinesh Karthik. He was showing that, what mistakes he was making from the distance point of view. And I'm surprised that there's a head coach who's the former wicketkeeper captain. There's Rizwan there, immense experience of wicket keeping. How can they do such a minor mistake of they don't know where to judge the line and length of the ball and the distance of it? So big question mark.
Well, Faisal, thank you very much for your time and your honest views regarding today's play and the series so far. I was looking at the weather forecast, and even that isn't going to save Pakistan. So it doesn't look too good for us. Thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it.